Alright, let's say you had a friend who was flying a kite and you were 60 meters away from him, and the kite was 45 meters in the sky, and the angle between you and your friend was about 50 degrees. Now the let's say you wanted to figure out the angle between the ground and the string that your friend is holding. How would you go about figuring that out? Well, we would use the law of sine to figure out the angle. Now, for the law of sine, we're going to explain it with this triangle right here. Let's say that we have a triangle here, right? And this is angle A, this is angle B, and this is angle C. This would be length A, this would be length B, and this would be length C. Now, what the law of sine states is that the ratio between sine of lowercase a and capital A is the same for sine of lowercase b over capital B and sine of lowercase c over capital C. Now, how can this help us? Well, we see here that we have 30 degrees right here, and on the opposite angle, we have 45 degrees. So here we can write sine of 30 degrees over 45 meters. Write that a little better. Yeah, over 45 meters is going to be equal to one of these, basically. Now, we could just say that it is equal to this right here, but we don't know the values of this side right here or the value of this angle. However, we do know the value of this side right here. And if we replaced this angle right here, it's a pretty bad angle, but if we replaced this angle right here with theta, we could write sine is equal to theta. Sorry, sine of 30 degrees over 45 is going to be equal to sine of theta over 60 degrees. And then we can just simplify this by multiplying both sides by 60 degrees. Sorry, by 60 meters. Now, this side would cancel each other out, and 60 divided by 45 is 4/3. So this would give us this would give us 4/3 times sine of 30 degrees is equal to sine of theta. Now, to simplify this even further, we can use the inverse sine to solve for sine of theta. So we would have inverse sine in brackets in brackets 4/3 times sine of 30 degrees. And this would give us theta. Now, we just plug this into a calculator. Now, if we put this into a calculator, which I have already done, it will give us 4.18103,149. Basically, a lot of numbers. We'll simplify it to 41.81 degrees. 41.81 degrees. Now that we know this, we can calculate the angle we can calculate this angle right here, knowing that a full triangle has 180 degrees with all three of its angles. We can just have 180 degrees take away 60, which would be 120 degrees, take away, and 120 degrees take away 41.81 degrees, our rounded answer right there. And it would give this angle right here, it would have 78.19 degrees. So this is how you calculate an angle from a triangle using the law of sine. I apologize for the quality of this video. My drawing tablet is currently not working correctly, and I will try and get it working in the future, and thank you for watching.